So now I'm going to introduce Elimar, who is our first speaker. I'd like to welcome Elimar to our Community Tech Talk webcast. He's going to tell us how he took a public database containing data from between 2006 and 2017 and used it to analyze a variety of patterns as well as looking at trends in crime types. When Elimar presented his poster to judges at the contest I just mentioned, they all commented on the passion he so clearly has for his subject. And I believe he has also built some really super graphics from his data that were produced using the HPC Systems Visualization Bundle. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's all yours, Elimar. The floor is yours.
Okay, hi to everyone. I am Elimar, and I am today a student of Information Systems at UFES Campus Serra. And today I'm going to present a study about crime partners in São Paulo State between the years of 2006 and 2016. So here in the first part, we have a quick poll where all you guys can respond during the presentation. So I go on. The questions are you familiar with intelligence/police? So I will go and present my study, and all you can respond below. So the concept behind this study is the ILP, the intelligence/policy. And this approach is a model built around the assessment and management of risk. And this approach attempts to identify potential victims and potential repeat partners, and then work with partnership with the community to create some action to prevent those kind of comportments and crimes. The other point behind this study is the digitalization and release of the public information related to occurrence of crimes, and the development of technological platforms that allows to properly handling of such information, such as the HPC system platform. So the main goal of this study was use the HPC system platform to analyze crime-related data from states of São Paulo between the years of 2006 and 2016. And have this in mind was necessary 3 steps: developing an appropriate data model to ingest the public data set, and then transform the data from the public data set in relevant information, and then deliver a visual representation of the information. So the method used in this study was this 3-1 basic. Was used a raw data set available as CSV format at Kaggle, a site where you can find free database. And after we had a data set to work, was necessary developing a specific data model in HPC system. Once that the data set was had different layout depending on the years it was built, and then with the transformed data information, it's necessary to export as CSV and export as a visual representation. And to create maps was used Tableau, but to create charts used in this presentation was used the bundle visualizer available at HPCC in clusters. So here we're gonna start talking about the crime partners found during this work. The first one we have is the crimes against male and female. In this chart was using information of every year available in this work. Basic information At São Paulo State, we can see a major number of robberies against male and a major number of larceny against female. So you can see in the body of the chart. And even with more registers in gender related to male, the number of battery against male are around 4% more than against male. The next one is a partly related to crimes committed by male and female. Here we can see the most registered crime between the years of 2006 and 2016 was robbery, having a massive number of records. All you can see in the body of the chart again. And also we can see a massive number of records related to male, having a small number of records related to female when compared each other. So we have a large number of males committing crime at São Paulo instead of females. Sorry. In the next one, we have a pie chart where we use crimes against senior persons. So here we have the most crimes against senior persons from both sexes. And as you can see, the most crime committed was larceny, showing us less aggressive type of crime against seniors. We have more than the half of the crime committed against seniors. In the next slide, we have crimes against youngers. So here we have the most common crimes against youngers, and again from both sexes. And different of the senior persons, the most crime registered was battery, showing aggressive behavior against youngers. And in the next one profile that was made is the crimes according to criminal education level. In this case, college graduated. He was made in any gender distinction again, and he also we can see a large number of records related to battery, showing us aggressive profile related to graduate criminals at São Paulo. And in the other side, we have not graduate persons, where you have a large number of records related to robbery. And only that in Brazil, the salary of a person not graduate can be 5 times more, we can relate these criminals not graduate commit crimes to a career. Once we have crimes related to steal money, steal cars, cell phones, and things like that. So it's really connected to have to obscure things, as you can say. So here we have an analysis related to occurrence of sex assault. During this study, I faced an information that wasn't in my mind. The questions related to sexual assault of child. At São Paulo was registered more sexual assault against child than was to adults, as shown in this chart. The problem of sexual assault against child is present in the whole country, even in the past year, 2019, and has a right number again. So comportment of related child is continuous in the country. And here I made a map, as I say in table. In the map we have points of register of sexual assault of child. And as shown in the map, those crimes are present in residential areas, otherwise inside home. So home can be even home can be a dangerous a dangerous place for a child in São Paulo. Also, we have the large number of records related to sexual assault inside their own house or parents' house, things like that. Here, in the next one, we have a risk map. Once we have in mind the robbery was the most common crime at São Paulo, I made a map showing us where is the most common occur this type of crime. And here, when we have more red color present in the map, is where has more registers. So the resulting map shows a large concentration at São Paulo City, where we can find a lot of persons day by day. Is a workplace, industrial place. So is a common place to have people and can be easier to be out with any punisher or be catched. So here, showing the map, we have a large number of records registered at the main city of the state. And about the partners those ones why I made, and here I have the final thoughts about this study. Young persons are most common victims related to aggression crimes. Also, we have battery related to younger, and we have sexual assault related to child. That is bigger than sexual assault against adults. And female victims are more focused when the crime is aggressive than male victims, as we show in a chart where we have more battery crimes related to females than males. And the last point I want to talk is about the financial background. The financial background have a lot of influence above the criminals at São Paulo. Once the criminals graduating at college have an aggressive profile, and the not graduate has a profile related to be able to get things once they have less money. So for more information about this project and some external links about the theme, or you can access my poster from the 2019 HPCC System Community Day event. And here we have our final quick poll, that is, what is the most common type of crime at São Paulo State? And now I will be open to questions, and now Jessica will speak. We will show the results of the poll and make the questions of the audience. Thank you, guys.
Yes. Thank you so much. That was such an interesting presentation. So while you review some of the questions from the audience, and this is a wonderful time to go ahead and submit your questions for the people out there. But your first poll question was, are you familiar with the intelligence-led policy, ILP? And only 12% of our audience said yes. So hopefully this has been very informative for them. All right. And just real quick, let's take a quick look at the questions that have come in from the audience. And it looks like we've got a few of them in here. Okay, so I'm going to ask this first one. So LMR, it's, did you use any of the HPCC systems machine learning bundles in doing this work?
I didn't use any machine learning bundle as the main static data set, and we could identify a continuous source of this type of data to eventually train a machine learning model, but we are still waiting to try that, as we believe there is much value on application of machine learning to this data set.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, here's another question. Has this information been shared with the city of any of the local authorities to help with crime prediction?
So we happen to be able to establish a communication channel with local authorities yet on this as ILPU. It is still a new concept in Brazil, but we hope that the publication of these results will call their attention, and we are, of course, willing to help them. So with this.
Okay, perfect. Here's one last question. So I think we've got time for another one. During the development of the data modeling, what was the most prevalent difficulty?
So during the development was kind of hard to consume the data because each year have a different layout, and sometimes the information was wrong, written the wrong way because don't have a pattern, a consistent pattern of the input of data in the database. So was necessary clear a lot of information, useless information. So during this work, we lost a lot of information that was poorly written. So was this the pertinence was the most difficult in this work.
All right, thank you so much. Before we let you go today, we want to take a quick peek at your last poll question, which was, what is the most common type of crime in Sao Paulo State? And it looks like 87% of our audience guessed robbery, 12% guessed larceny, and none guessed battery. So what's your answer for us? Is the most common type of crime, is it robbery? Is our audience correct?
Yes, it's the most common crime at São Paulo State was robbery between these 10 years in study. So robbery was the first one, but larceny is a little closer to.
All right, thank you so much. You know, this has been really a very interesting topic, and the way that you went about this, the method that you use is very interesting. Hugo, since you're on the line, could you maybe give us some information on training that might be available for somebody else who's interested in this methodology?
Yes, for sure, Jessica, and thank you for the introduction, by the way. So, yeah, I would like to take advantage of Elimar's presentation that has highlighted some of the features of the HPCC systems visualization bundle and share a couple of recent updates that were made to the content of the ECL classes delivered by our training team. Okay? So my colleague ECL instructor Bob Foreman has done a great job developing and incorporating few lessons that cover recent developments made to the platform, such as the visualization bundle itself, the data patterns tool in ECL Watch, and an introduction to the machine learning terminology and bundles as well. So for those interested in getting more familiar with these topics, please register for the next round of ECL classes to be delivered in Alpharetta during the month of February. Just for your information, the data patterns and visualization topics will be covered in the next Introduction to ECL Part 2 class, starting on February the 12th. And the Introduction to the Machine Learning lesson is scheduled to debut on February the 26th in the Advanced ECL Part 2 class. Okay? And very important, these lessons will also be incorporated to the online courses available in the HPC Systems website by second quarter this year. So stay tuned. Okay? And that's basically it for my update, Jessica. Thank you again so much for giving me the opportunity to spread the word on this. Okay? And back to you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Hugo. And it looks like we had one last question from our audience sneak in. Elimar, if it's okay with you, we had a question about where your data sets came from and whether it was the SSP website or where the data came from.
And the data is from Kaggle website. It's a site where you can find free database, and I found this database about crimes of São Paulo during my course at the IFES. A teacher told us about this site, and so I found it, and I think it was interesting to use it at HPC field to make some analysis.
All right. Thank you so much. Elimar, this is a great presentation, very interesting topic, and very well done. So thank you so much.